Hello and good afternoon to you guys. Welcome back to the Empress Show. Karibu sana. If you're new here, please feel a very warm welcome. Make sure to subscribe after watching, definitely. And if it's not your first time, our loyal fans, manze, thank you so much. You keep us motivated. Na kama kawaida, that is why we are back. And guys, so as usual, we do stories to inspire you, some to educate you, some to inform you, yeah, and some to to entertain you. But today I am coming to you with an amazing visitor.
Yes.
Now, wengi wenyu mnamjua definitely. This is Dr. Love. For those of you who watched my videos earlier, you have noticed that I've hosted him before, and he is one of our main people who we love hosting here. He is a very big expert in dealing with relationship.
Am I really an expert?
I am just tagging him words so that he can tell us. But he is really good with relationship matters, and that is why we are always looking forward to having him back. Yes, if he's asking whether he's an expert, we shall be getting to know by the end of this video. Atatuambia what he does, who he is, and that is when we will judge, because we have seen his work before. And today we are not here to talk about relationship though, as much as we want to know who he is. We want to know where his background, where he has come from, who he has been, yeah? Alikuwa nani akiwa mdogo, and what motivated him to be where he is right now. We have all had our own struggles in life, and today we want to hear the story of the one and only Dr. Love. Atatuambia jina yake ya ID. We want to hear what his struggles have been, and we want him to motivate and inspire some souls out there, getting to know if it's okay, if it's normal to have these struggles. So, without further ado, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Feel much warm welcome.
Thank you. This is home, you. So I'm free.
Thank you. Karibu sana.
Yes.
So we are going to start with you reintroducing yourself. We know that you have introduced yourself before in this channel.
Yeah.
But we want you now to reintroduce yourself.
Yes.
To those people who are watching us for the very first time. Ndio tukujue before hata tuingie kwa story yako.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Once again, it is one thing to be invited somewhere.
Yeah.
It is another to be invited again.
Yes.
Because it shows that you made sense.
Yes.
The first time you were invited.
Exactly, that's for sure.
Yes. So thank you so much, and you're doing an amazing job.
Thank
so
you.
Keep it up,
I'm humbled.
And don't give up. Continue doing it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So my name is. If you happen to send me some money through M-Pesa. The name that will appear is Wilson Kinyanjui Jogu.
Okay.
But people call me Willie Kinyash.
Okay.
And others, they call me Dr. Love. And others call me the Undisputed.
The Undisputed.
Yes.
Okay.
But the names that are in the ID, it's Wilson Kinyanjui Jogu.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us, where do you come from? Who is Willie Kinyash? You said that tunakujua jina.
Willie Kinyash is of course a father, a husband, a brother, and an author.
Okay.
And I'm also a businessman.
Wow.
And a relationship coach and a mentor. And I have, together with my wife, we have mentored quite a number of couples. We have worked with a number of couples, and that is in line with the purpose of our marriage. Because I always tell people that every marriage has got a purpose. And so the purpose of our marriage, we realize that it is working with young people who want to graduate to marriage, and also the young couples. So that is what we've been doing for the last 10 years plus.
Wow.
And God has been gracious. And I've authored a book, ndio kuzidisha hiyo and the book is inaitwa Couples Will. And we say that we want to write our love will while we are alive, because we don't want our love will to be read when we are gone, when we are not there, that is when our love story is being said that Jules alikuwa mtu wa maana sana. Saa hii ako uhai, mwambie saa hii. And so I'm sending challenge to Justin, the husband to this beautiful girl here, that saa hii ako uhai,
mwambie
malize na hiyo mapenzi saa hii.
You've had it.
Oh yes.
Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. And I was born in a place in Muranga.
Okay.
Actually, we have grown up being confused where we come from, because where we come from, it's not far from Thika.
Okay.
And yet we are told that we are from Muranga.
Okay.
Because ni hapa tu.
Ni hapo tu Thika.
Hapo tu.
Lakini mnataka kuitanishwa na town, sio mambo.
But wanasema the moment umevuka Chania River, umeingia Muranga. So hata Blue Post naambiwa yuko Muranga. Yeah, and I was born in a family of 6.
Okay.
And I happen to be the last born.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so but I'm not mama's boy, but I'm the last born. I'm the last born. And growing up was not an easy thing, because I grew up in a family where we had an absent father.
Okay.
He was not present. And the reason why he was absent, it is because alikuwa mtu wa kamnyweso.
Okay.
And so he's not absent because he's working out there, but he's absent because yeye na kamnyweso wanapelekana hivi, wako in the same WhatsApp group. And so it was not easy because it was like we were raised by a mother alone while the father is alive. Okay. And so it was not an easy thing. And I think this is one of the things that gave me a burden that I want to speak to people out there, because I know maybe right now there are even people who are going through the same thing, but I can come and encourage them and tell them it is possible. The reason why I am working hard to see my marriage is thriving and it is working, it is because of the kind of life I saw my parents live, the kind of marriage they were having. Because you see what happens in this life when you're facing a certain challenge, that challenge can cause you, one, either you become what that challenge is bringing your way, or you decide to change because of that challenge. And so you find quite a number of people, when they see their parents are suffering in their marriage, some will decide, for the sake of not seeing my kids and my wife wakiteseka, I will never get married. Then there's this other group that will say, because of the kind of life I saw my mom and us going through, when I get married, I don't want to be like my dad. I want to work out and see that my marriage will work, and see that my children will enjoy life. And so growing up was not easy, because now, of course, having a father who is a friend to Kamnyweso, you'll find in some ways kunakuwa na violence. And so it is not one time or two times I saw my dad coming back home and hata chakula ilikuwa inapikwa anaigonga teke. Na yeye ametoka na huko amekula. And so it was not easy growing up, but by God's grace we are here, and we are giving people out there hope and telling them it is possible.
It is possible.
Yes.
And now that you've mentioned that you grew up with a drunkard dad, let's call him that, what did it do to you as a boy at that particular time? Because I understand that children pick up what they see parents do. And from your previous videos, I have seen, I've listened to some, and there was one that you were talking about, children do not do what they've been told to do. They do what they're seeing their parents do.
Yes.
What did that do to you?
You know, children are imitators. And so they will not do what you are asking them to do, but they will do what they see you do.
Okay.
And so at some point now, seeing my dad enjoying his kamunyweso, I thought this thing must be a very good thing. And so I said, why can't I also join my dad and enjoy? So we decided to steal.
Wow.
Na tukasikia yenyewe hii kitu inashika si mbaya. Si mbaya. You know the traditional one, ilikuwa inatengenezwa na honey. So kuna kautamu fulani na kauchungu kwa mbali. You know, it's like this nini we sweet and sour. You see, when you're using chili, ni kali. Tomato is sweet, iko sawa. But sweet and sour iko hapo katikati. And the same thing sasa na hii kamuratina. It was in between there. You can't tell ni sukari ni ukali. No. And so we realized, this thing is good. And so ikakuwa ni mazoea.
Okay.
Tukaendelea. And I remember I reached to a point now, after now going to high school, I started doing makali.
Wow.
And I reached to a point now the beer haingenilewesha. So nikaingilia sasa kazi yangu ni kukunywa makali. And I saw death while in alcoholism. And when I talk about seeing death, it is not that nilikunywa ikaharibu
viungo vya mwili.
Haikuharibu. But there is this particular day, I'll never forget. It was Christmas 2005. And so we went, there's this young man who told me, twende tukachape vitu. And so we went somewhere at a place called Sabasaba, kwa village. And we did charm. And after doing charm, akaniambia, let's go somewhere and have some fun with some girls. So when we went there, when the time came to go back home, this girl told me, nyumbani mahali tunaenda ni ile ngambo. So we can't use the same route we used. Tutakuwa tunarudi nyuma. So there's a shortcut here to go back home. And so he said there's a shortcut here. But now there's a river in between for us to get to our home. There is a river. And then it was during rainy season. So mto umefurika. Yes. And these guys said, let's go. And remember, tuko yu kamnyezo tulichapa cham kameshika. Sasa hata hatuoni vizuri. Unaangalia hivi unaona watu watatu. And I said, sawa, kwani iko nini? Let's go. Ndio sisi hao. Tumefika kwa mto. So tunajaribu kutafuta ni wapi tutapitia. Remember, this is a river we know. So we used to go and fetch some water there. So we know it. So we know every direction. So tunajua mahali tunaweza pitia. Vile tu tunaenda hivyo ni mimi nimefika katikati. Nikaanguka.
Oh my goodness.
Na nikabebwa. Vile nilibebwa, nilishikiliwa na unaona hizi miti zinakaa kando ya mto. Hizo ndo zilinishikilia.
What?
Hiyo ndo mti moja ilinishikilia. Remember, we are only two. And this guy, my fellow, he can't help me. So the biggest help he could offer ni kupiga nduru.
Kupiga nduru.
Yes. So akapiga nduru, wase wakakuja. Nikasaidiwa. Nikavuka. And when nilifika home, when my mom saw me, she cried.
Oh my.
She cried. Thinking this is my last born child.
Yeah, and he's taking the same route.
Now me being the last born, usifikirie sasa wengine ni saints.
Oh my.
All of them, we are taking alcohol, all of us, including my sisters.
What?
Yes. I told you that children are imitators.
Yeah.
They see they do what they see the parents do. not what you are asking them to do.
Okay.
And so we have been influenced by our father. And so when I saw my mom crying, I regretted. And I said, I have caused my mom to cry. This thing, I will never put it in my mouth. I will never.
Okay.
And I said, God, help me. And so I didn't stop taking alcohol kwa sababu niliokoka. Ni kwa sababu niliona mama yangu amelia.
The pain.
Yes. And since 2005, sijawahi weka pombe kwa hii mdomo.
And just like that.
Just like that.
And you didn't struggle.
I would say this is what I would call amazing grace of Jesus Christ. Because if you ask me to explain, I can't explain. Niliondolewa tu hiyo kiu na ikatoka. And of course there are some things when you're struggling with something you need to stop. Like now I had to change some of the friends that I had. I mean, because if I continue keeping such company, nitajipata nimerudi huko. And so I had to change some friends and say, huyu na huyu hatuwezi kaa kwa nini moja. Kwa sababu if I continue working with them, I might find myself going back to this alcohol. And yet I am struggling with it. And so it was not easy. But I would say it is by God's grace. Yes.
And how long did this struggle go? Because now you started at class 3.
Yes.
And at what point did you stop?
That is after Form 4.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
All those years.
Yes.
That was a long time.
It was a long time.
Was there anything else that was going through your mind, like this might mess up my life? What was going through?
At some point, now I called myself for a meeting, and I started asking myself some deep questions. And because at some point, my dad, who happened to be a person who was very senior in government, because of alcohol, aliacha job. He woke up one morning and he decided from today, siendi job. Pesa yake yote alitumia kwa ulevi. Ikaisha. My firstborn brother, he was working with Safaricom. Had a good job, earning quite a good money. He followed the same suit. One day, he woke up. Actually, alikuwa ametumwa kazi nje. Time ya kurudi imefika. And he decided, I'm not going back. Wacha nikule raha. That is how he lost his job. Safaricom. And so nikajiuliza, hii pombe inatupeleka wapi? Inatupeleka wapi hii pombe? And by this time, my brother, mwenye tumefuatana na yeye, who is a pastor today, ameachana na pombe na yeye na ameokoka. And so we were good friends. Actually, up to today, we are good friends. We are friends. And so he started now talking to me, giving me advice, kuniambia, achana na hii pombe, haikusaidii, you know. And so when I am thinking about my dad, my firstborn brother, and now what my brother here, whom I follow, is telling me, nikaona hii kitu wenyewe, haisaidii. And I stopped. And I thank God.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yes.
What can you tell, to that particular person? Whether it's a lady, it's a guy who is struggling with the same thing. Any other drug, hata kama si alcohol. Kuna wenye wana struggle na bang, wengi wanazitanga ndom. Kuna wenye wana struggle na ndom, kuna wenye wana struggle na shisha. Kuna wenye wana struggle na sigara. What can you tell them? Na wameshindwa kutoka.
One, for you to leave that habit, because it is a habit. First, you must make a decision. Because if you have not made a decision, it will be hard. Then after making decision, you need to seek for help. You need to look for people who can help you.
Okay.
Seek for help. And there are many people out there who are ready to help such people. That is why we are having rehab centers. And so you can, after making the decision and saying, I need to stop this habit, you can look for people. Go to your parents, go to your siblings and tell them, I know I have struggled with this thing for quite some time, but I am feeling now, nataka kuacha. And I am ready even to go to rehab center. And the moment you do that, you'll be able to receive help. I know it is not easy to break or to stop a habit.
Yeah.
It is not easy. It takes, and that is why I say for me, it took the grace of God. Because for me, I did go to rehab. I mean, I just make a decision and made a prayer. Remember, I was not even born again.
Yeah.
But there is God in heaven who hears prayers.
Yeah.
When you talk to Him, He will hear you.
Yeah.
Because you're speaking to Him from a genuine heart.
Yeah.
Sio kujifanya. It is a genuine heart. God, hii kitu nimeteseka nayo, and I have made a decision. I want to stop it.
Okay.
And so God will give you that grace.
Okay.
And of course, now we have professionals who can work with you and help you stop that habit.
Okay.
And so it is possible. And so you need to look for help. And there's so much out there. There are many people out there who are ready to work with such people. So it is possible to break that habit.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're telling us that it starts with the acceptance.
Yes.
Accepting that you have a problem. And then now making a decision that, you know what, I want to stop this. And then now seeking for help.
Yes.
Because I think this is now the point where so many people feel like giving up because they don't want to expose themselves out there that nimeitikia niko na shida na sasa I need help. They fear judgment.
Yeah.
Because that is what our society is full of today.
But you know, it is sad, as we are fearing judgment, you're already judged.
Okay.
Because wakati sasa umetolewa, watu wamekuja kukutoa kwa mto, unikukufa unakufa. You're already judged. So you should not fear that people will judge you. Hapana, don't fear. Okay. It is sad that we fear so much what people will say that I have accepted I have a problem. But people can see you have a problem. There is no way you can receive your salary. Ikiingia tu hivi, the first place unasimamia ni kwa pub. You have a problem and people can see that.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. That's beautiful. Guys, what do you think about that conversation? Are you struggling with anything? What is it that you're struggling with? If you've watched our last video, there's a video that we did of a lady who was struggling with, drug abuse and masturbation, sex addiction, all that. And today we are talking about alcoholism. Yeah. Willie Kinyashia is talking to us about how he struggled with alcohol as early as class 3. My goodness, what is this? And this is not something so new because there are people who are struggling with that as early as now. Why? Because of their backgrounds. Sometimes it's because of the friends you have, the people who surround you and all that. So what do you think? Tell us down on the comment section. What are you struggling with? Or do you have someone who is struggling with something? Let us know. So on our parting shot, I want you to tell us what you are doing in your channel, because you have a channel.
Yes. And
you can give us a short, just a short statement of what you're doing on your channel and how people can get you.
Thank you so much. I think as I started, I said that I'm doing mentorship programs. And so I'm passionate about relationships and marriages. And so you can go to YouTube and check out Willie Kinyash, Dr. Love. Willie Kinyash, and Willie is Willie, not Y. It is IE. Kinyash, Kinyash, Willie Kinyash, Dr. Love, and you'll be able to see what I am doing there. And kindly you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also on Facebook you can check out Willie Kinyash _ couples will, and TikTok it is Willie Kinyash Dr. Love, Yes, IG it is Willie Kinyash. So you can check out and you can follow me so that tunaweza saidiana katika hii safari.
Yeah, guys, make sure that you go to his channel and check out. Make sure you subscribe. Now subscribe now, Seme, you know, I'm here from the Empress Show because we are here to inspire. We're here to motivate each other and spread out the love. I love ni free manze. So spread out the love. Make sure you go watch and subscribe. There are so many inspiring and motivating discussions right there. So thank you so much. I want to really thank you for coming over.
Yeah.
I don't take it for granted.
Thank you for
and
having me.
keep coming whenever we call you.
I'll definitely come. And na pia I have written a book inaitwa Couples Will.
Oh yes,
And it's going for 1,000 Kenya shillings.
Okay.
If you need a copy, unaweza andika hapo kwa comment.
Yeah.
Na ukisema ukikuja, if you want to get it and you've seen this from Empress, you'll get it at a discount of 700 shillings.
Hey, afadhali ningekuja niandike hapo ndio nipate na 700 because we bought it at that 1,000 bob and it's a very good book. You don't want to miss out. So make sure that you let us know whether you need that book right there and you need it. Trust me, you need it. So thank you so much, guys, for always watching. And today we are shouting out to another loyal fan. Who do you think we should shout out to? You are my loyal fan. Nataka kujua to shout out kwako ama to shout out kwa mtu mwingine. Anyway, let us shout out to you. We really appreciate.
Thank you.
Are our loyal fan today. We are shouting out to you today.
Thank you.
Because you are always motivating us by watching our videos. And thank you so much for the director behind the camera. Thank you so much, Justin. You have been so supportive. Really appreciate. So guys, thank you so much. If this is your first time to watch our videos, make sure usiende kama you've not subscribed. Please subscribe because you keep us motivated. You keep us coming back. Yeah. And make sure you share out with your friends, with your families, everybody, because we want you all here. So guys, thank you so much and see you on our next video. Bye.